Hi everyone, what is going on? My name is Jamie Palmer and welcome to another episode with the Binary Destroyer 7.0. So last Friday I did some trading and I recorded it and posted the video in my Facebook group. And I got a lot of stick from the full-time members saying that the trade was a little bit risky. I shouldn't have recorded it and posted it because it kind of confuses the beginners. But you know what? I thought it was an excellent way for you to see how I really trade behind the scenes. Now, I get a lot of people emailing me. I also get a lot of people that kind of purchase my one-on-one webinar with myself. And they always want to see me kind of trading how I normally would away from the recording, training and videos and YouTube videos as well. They really want to see how I trade because it's easy for me to go follow the rules, you know, when an arrow appears, when it's the MACD's overbought or sold, take a trade. But a lot of people always say, sometimes you bend the rules, Jamie, and I want to know why you do that. Why do sometimes you take trades with 5 pips take profit and some trades you take with 10 pips take profit? Why do you sometimes stack trades? Why sometimes you take trades against the trend and with the trend? What we really want to know is why you do that. What's the decision behind that? Rather than just saying, oh, take a trade when this meets the rules. They want to really know what makes me tick in trading, I guess. So I took this trade, okay, and it was really risky. You'll see the actual video for this literally straight after this one here. And it was this trade here, okay? It was really risky. It was outside the zone, but I was confident with it, okay? I actually closed this trade off at break even. The reason being is because it was getting really late and I just couldn't be bothered to sit here any longer, so I just closed it at break even. But look, this particular setup went 22 pips. Okay, it was a good setup, but it didn't meet any of the rules. But there was logic around why I took that trade, which I explained in the video. And another trade that I took just now was this one here. You can see here, okay, you can see the trades that I took. If I just bring it up here, there we go here. So you can see here, I took sales on NZUSD. Now again, a lot of BD members will say that I didn't get a Mogwai arrow, and you are correct, okay? But you have to remember one thing. I've been trading the Binary Destroyer every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year for the past 5 years. I've got far more experience with this indicator than anybody else. So sometimes I will bend the rules slightly. I will increase my lot size. I will stack trades. I will go for bigger take profits, smaller take profits. I've got far more experience than a lot of other members, okay? And when I'm teaching and training people, I say keep it simple and stick to the rules, okay? But as an experienced trader, I will bend the rules slightly. And I think sometimes it's good to kind of show you that side of trading and for you to actually see and understand why I make my decisions, why I took this trade, why was this risky, why did I still enter it, and everything like that. So you can see here, okay, I entered this nice little sell here, a nice bit of break and retest basically. See here, okay, support, price comes down, forms a retouch, so basically a resistance line here. We cross over on the MACD and I entered this trade here. I had like something like 10 pip stop loss or something like that, can't remember, 5 pip stop loss, and I closed it off at 3 pips. I think we had a bit of news happening just there. So I was slightly lucky with this trade, but it was what it was, okay? I made a nice little £2 and this account is still growing. By the way, I have done a withdrawal on this account. I will be making a separate video. I made a withdrawal to basically, I'll explain to you in a different video. It was Valentine's Day, so I gave this account to my partner who blew the account. So I thought it'd be a good idea to build the account back up, then take some money out and give it back to her in a Valentine's present, which is rather cruel, but you know what, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm going to do a separate video on that withdrawal. But this was straight after now. This was the trade that I took on Friday. Hi, so this is going to be a very quick video. I haven't got my webcam on. I just basically want to show you a live trade that I'm taking and the reasons why I'm taking this trade. So as you can see here, I've stacked some trades on this. In fact, when I say stack some trades, I've stacked a lot of trades. I'm very confident these are going to come in, hence why I've stacked them. And yeah, obviously just going for the 5 pips, what I normally do to try and build this account up. Now, I'll show you the reason why I took this trade. Okay, now if you actually start to break down currency pairs and break down setups, I always say to my members, there's reasons why trades win and why trades lose. And as a trader, we got to figure that out. Okay, even if trades lose, we've got to figure out why they lose and then improve on that. So next time, we'll be able to filter out setups better. Now, let's go for the downside to this trade. Well, first of all, the bands are facing up. The TCA line has come outside the zone. So technically, this does not meet the rules. I always say to my members, if a TCA line comes out like this, it's a strong trade against the trend, which it is. This is massively against the trend, hence why I'm in a bit of a drawdown around, you can see here, nearly 5 pips in drawdown. Now, why do I think this trade's going to win? If you actually zoom out like this, there's a nice bit of clear support and resistance. Okay, a nice bit of resistance. You can see here. Okay, if I take it all the way back like this, see here, we've got a touch, a touch, a touch, a touch, a touch, all the way back up here. If you go over to the 1 hour chart, you can see it a lot better now. Okay, this almost break. You can see here, if I bring it all the way along like that, okay, you can see touch, 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 touch. Now, I know price is going to react at this level, okay? So a quick in and out scalp is going to be fine. If the trade does lose, it is what it is. It is against the trend. But I'm pretty confident when you have such a strong resistance or support area, price is going to react from this level enough to get me 5 pips. Now, another confirmation which is good, if you actually look across at all the other currency pairs, so AUD USD again in a strong uptrend with this, we've also come up to a bit of a resistance area on this as well. Okay, you can see just here, if I bring it all the way back, see here, touch, touch, touch. So I can see here a lot of the USD pairs now are starting to come up to resistance areas, which is great. It's going to tell me if one pair starts to react at levels, all pairs are going to react at levels. Okay, so that's the reason why I've entered this. Let's go back to the original setup. It was NZUSD. Now, you could argue this trade is a little bit late, okay, or a little bit early. I have entered this trade a little bit early, but I'm hoping to kind of capture the top. If I zoom in like this, right, okay, and I just pop a little box like this, okay, can you see how really for the past 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. For the past 30 minutes, NZUSD has been going sideways with the MACD slowly getting weaker and crossing over. So this is kind of how, look at this rejection wick on top now. So we're starting to reject. Okay, and this is what I kind of do to filter out my setup. Now, this is more of an experienced setup. Obviously, I would highly do not recommend beginners or my normal BD members to take this kind of setup. I would just say, look, it's against the trend. Don't take this trade. But I'm confident, I've got years of experience, especially trading the binary destroyer, that I should sensibly get 5 pips out of this trade. If I don't, you know what, put my hand up, it's my own fault, but I'm pretty confident we'll get 5 pips. So what I'll do is I will pop this like this here, and I'll update you very soon when these start to hopefully drop down in profit. You can see here it's rejecting down slowly. So I'll update you very soon. Hi everyone, so it's been about 20 minutes, okay, but I just want to give you a quick update and show you why this is still a good setup. So as you can see here, NZUSD has basically obviously been trending up for quite a while, and then it's basically just gone sideways. As you can see here, for past 5, 10, 15, 20, 29, 30, 35, for about 45 minutes, price has gone sideways. But if you actually zoom in, okay, we can see we've got this nice red, or say red, it's purple engulfing candle to the downside. Now let's look at the same setup on AUD USD, the exact same kind of coloration pair that I was talking about and showing you why it's still a good example. It's doing exactly the same. Now as you can see here, price also went sideways for the past basically half an hour, 45 minutes, and now we got an engulfing candle to the downside. Now like I said, this is a bit more of an experienced setup, something that I don't recommend beginners or my members to take, and also the way I took this setup with stacking of trades. I've seen these kind of setups happening all like basically for the past years when I've traded the binary destroyer, so I'm still confident. If we go back up to NZUSD, you can see we're now engulfing to the downside. The MACD's crossed over nicely. The next candle that I'm looking for is hopefully another candle. You can see here, look, another Mogwai signal. Now we can actually see here, look at the TCA line. Look how it's starting to turn red now. Look how we're now below that TCA line. We haven't been below that TCA line since all the way down here. So a lot of downward momentum happening right now on NZUSD. AUDUSD, again, look at the same combination. If we zoom in here, look at it, starting to turn red. We're now below that TCA line. And this just becomes more of experience and watching the setup. So we should hopefully get this now to 5 pips. I am actually waiting to go out, so I might close this trade off a little bit early, maybe 1, 2 or 3 pips. The time now is, look, it's basically coming up to 6 o'clock on a Friday. I don't want to be sitting here for any much longer, so I'll probably close this trade off early, call it a weekend, call it a day, and just go and enjoy my weekend. I've got an hour and a half drive up to my partner's now, so I'll wait around for another half an hour and I'll see what this trade does. And I'll update you very, very soon. So again, I'll pause the video and I will be back. So if by magic we start to come down and we start seeing all greens. Been waiting here for about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes of that. Look at AUDUSD, okay, the exact same setup. Notice how it's starting to come down. We rejected nicely off that TCA line. So you can see here, price came up, went sideways, then went down again, okay. Real good setup. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend it with the BD members because it's kind of against the trend. Look at that TCA line, massively against the trend. And NZUSD, okay, is going down slowly. Now, like I said, I probably will close this trade off early. I was hoping to go out at 6 o'clock, but I just seem to be just sitting here and waiting and waiting and waiting. So, like I said, as soon as this starts kind of going green, I will just kind of close it off. Look, you see we're starting to pull back now. We'll probably pull back up. To be honest with you, what we'll probably do is pull up here and then go back down again. Okay. So yes, I'll update you very soon. Like I said, I'll probably close it off early, but I'll update you very soon on this trade. Right, so I'm starting to close off all these positions. Like I said, it's literally, look, the time is literally 6 o'clock now and I really want to get out. So I'm just going to take this as break even. Probably if I set a stop loss and take profit, I probably would win this trade. As you can see, it's gone nicely into the money, but I don't really want to be leaving trades open. So, you know what, I'm just going to close it there at break even. There we go. I'm done. There we go. It is what it is. I kind of broke it. In fact, let me just have a quick look on this actual setup. So today, current month. So what was it? It'd be today. No, history. Period. Current month. Today. There we go. Okay, so I made 9p. Okay, broke even. Nothing big. Nothing special. There you go. Okay, it's a nice setup. Like I said here, maybe if I was a bit more wary on this setup, I could have actually kind of entered maybe on this engulfing candle and maybe got around 5 pips on this. But you know what? It is what it is. Just kind of break even, close it off. That's my trading done. It's now 6 o'clock. There we go. In and out. Close my laptop down. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching.